The physics of Helldivers 2, how to move a black hole using dark energy, and later on explaining how dark energy can be used by the illuminate to implode the universe. Now you can't just push a black hole, it's a hole. If you try and push its edge, things will just fall into the hole faster.
Yay, I'm awesome! No!
And into the ravine.
The problem there lies with the fact that you're pushing things, you're applying a force in the same direction gravity's moving, so everything's just falling into the hole. But what if the hole was a fixed shape? Then technically it could be possible. However, the accretion disk, that is, the stuff swirling around the actual hole, would become more compressed. Therefore, the friction between that matter would get higher, so it would be brighter. And the matter would start spinning slower, but that's not been reported. So that doesn't work. But what if we moved what the hole is situated in? So a little bit of field theory here. Imagine there's this grid that permeates the entire universe, and we split this grid into like little blocks, and in each block there might be a black hole, the sun, a planet. Instead of moving the black hole itself, what if we move the building block it was placed on? In physical reality, we call this moving the field. We can visualize this by looking at a bathtub and seeing the plug hole as the black hole. We can move the plug hole without actually touching it by just simply moving the bath. And look, we've accomplished moving the black hole, the plug hole, without actually physically applying any force to it whatsoever. We just moved the thing it was built on. But that then leaves a glaring problem of what happens to that space where the black hole was. Well, this is where I believe the field behaves like a fluid, whereas it naturally fills itself in once something's been moved out the way. And an example of this is a duck swimming. If you have a look behind the duck, there should be no water there because the duck was there previously. But as the duck moves along, the water just refills itself in behind the duck so naturally and such a nice flowing state that it hardly looks like anything has moved whatsoever. So I believe the field may act like a fluid. But how on earth can you move a field? Now, we don't exactly know how this can happen. There must be some sort of repulsive force that's repelling the field, so it's moving the field, and this repulsive force can come from dark energy. We must assume the illuminate are using the dark energy, and I'm about to explain to you how dark energy right now can be used to implode our universe and counteract the effects of gravity. The illuminate may be trying to implode our universe or travel through the wormhole using dark energy. Let me explain to you what that is. Anything with mass has a gravitational pull that pulls objects towards its center. So imagine this yellow circle is our universe. It's full of objects such as galaxies, stars, black holes, quasars, and many other things. Now all of this stuff has mass, and because of this there should be a gravitational force pulling everything towards the center of the universe, causing the universe to collapse into itself, known as the Big Crunch. And it could be theorized after the Big Crunch, all the matter and energy ricochets off itself and forms another Big Bang. However, measurements found by super Earth scientists suggest that the universe is actually expanding at an accelerated rate, which means it's expanding faster and faster. Now, in order for that to happen, there must be a force pushing outwards that's larger than the force pushing inwards due to gravity. Now, what is this force? Further measurements suggest the universe is 4% atoms, 23% dark matter, and 73% unknown. Now, that unknown was labelled as dark energy, and we believe the dark energy is responsible for that repulsive force expanding the universe. If the illuminate are siphoning off this dark energy, then all that's left behind is the gravitational force inwards, which would cause our universe to implode, and they'd win the war. Another theory is that they're using the dark energy to counter the effects of the gravitational field in the wormhole so they can safely travel through it, or they could just be trying to make anti-gravity weapons. Either way, Helldivers, we need to stem this tide of the illuminate immediately. I've been Super Earth Scientist, Joshi.